Yesterday, the Browns didn't just walk over Jacksonville, but they weren't going to lose that game. I didn't think. I didn't think it was in danger at any time. They win by a couple. Your thoughts on that game yesterday?
Well, listen, I don't think they looked great in that win against a team that had lost 9 in a row. But I'm I'm with Joel Bitonio when he says that these are games that you have to win if you're going to be a good team in the NFL. And if you're missing your two best defensive players, you've had a how about this, Les? A truncated practice week. I used the word again. I got it
Yeah,
in
it's
there.
excellent. You don't have to worry for the next hour.
There you go. If you haven't had a regular practice week and you're missing players and you have to travel to play, probably maybe your longest road trip of the year or one of them. So I think that anytime you come out with a win, I don't care who it's against and what the circumstances were. That's all that really matters.
Yeah, and right now they're 8-3, and I think you're absolutely right that you look at we always play the schedule game at the beginning of the year when they give you the who you're playing, what day, and all that stuff, and you say, okay, here's a win here, a loss here, a win here. It doesn't work that way, and nor does it work that way that you look at it and somebody's going to be a 12-point favorite or a 3-point favorite. That doesn't work that way either. Although the people who make up those odds are pretty good at what they do. But still, a win is a win and a loss is a loss, and it doesn't matter how you get them. I can't tell you, I don't know if we talked about it last week when you were here, but I talked about it with somebody, that the Miami Dolphins and their undefeated year, I can't name anybody they played except the Browns that year, but I don't know if they had an easy schedule or a tough schedule, and it doesn't matter, frankly.
Yeah, and listen, if it turns out that the difference between the Indianapolis Colts and the Browns this year was not only the win that the Browns had against the Colts, but also the fact that Indianapolis, as good as everybody thought they were going to be, walked into Jacksonville and lost that first game. Jacksonville hasn't won since. How do you think they feel about that game?
But they haven't been blown out that much either, though.
Jacksonville?
Jacksonville.
Yeah, right. No, they haven't. But I'm just saying that you think Colts fans would have loved to take a 27-25 win out of that opener against a team that wasn't going to win again this season?
Yeah, I would think so.
I think they did enough things right. And again, we've talked about this 100 times less. They still came out of this with this is what their identity is. They're going to throw to get a lead when they can, when the conditions are good enough for them to do it, the Browns. And then they're going to run and salt the game away with their running game. And it's going to be hard for teams to deal with that unless they can get out ahead of the Browns and force Mayfield into situations where he has to.
Usually, either the offense or the defense is much better than the other. It's not the case with the Browns. I think if you have a roadmap how to beat the Browns, you gotta cover everybody, both sides of the football.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't think they're great defensively, but I think teams know that they're going to have to, when the Browns have their full complement of players, and they won't now with Beckham being gone. That was a team that looked to be a 25 to 32 point a game team, and maybe they can get back to that. Some really good signs with Jarvis Landry on Sunday, and again, Mayfield may not be what everybody wants him to be because everybody wants him to be Patrick Mahomes, but he's good enough to be a starting quarterback and a guy that takes you to the playoffs, I think, in this league for many years to come.